Okay, folks, hello. We're a little bit late, 5 minutes late. We had a little technical problem. They were saying their server was giving them trouble or something. But anyway, tonight we're examining Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale from Wells and Young Brewing of Great Britain, England, country of England. Next week we're going to look at, and I don't know, you kind of suggested this, John Sharon. You said we should look at the Budweiser Black Crown while it still exists, which probably ain't going to be too long.
That's very true.
Like a re-examination.
And you know, I seen Jerry Forth, the beer guy, do a Bud Light Platinum, and I commented on his thing. I said, yeah, I said, we need to start looking at beers like that because they're probably not going to be around too much longer.
Man, 2 years ago, Bud Light Platinum was hot, hot, hot. Now it's not so hot.
Yeah.
This beer that we're looking at tonight is, oh, okay, so it's me, Louisiana Beer Reviews, John Sharon with Zone 1 Beer Reviews, and we're supposed to have the brew dude from California. He literally was talking to us 3 or 4 minutes ago, right? And he said he had the beer, and he said he was just, I said, I'm having a little trouble connecting, and then he said, okay. And so we're just we're waiting for him to show up.
I just sent him a message telling him he's on now.
Yeah, I sent him a link about 5 or 6 minutes ago. This is brewed and bottled by Charles Wells Brewing, Havelock Street in Bedford, Great Britain in the United Kingdom. It's 5% alcohol, and this is a 330 milliliter bottle, 11.2 ounces. Have you had this Sticky Toffee Pudding before?
Yes, I have.
Sticky Toffee Pudding Ale with natural flavor and caramel color added. Well, at least they're telling you that. Based on the Great British Pudding. Well, full of rich, sticky toffiness. Well, I have to admit, I've never had sticky toffee pudding, okay?
You've never had this beer?
I've had the beer, but I've never had that pudding that it's based on.
No.
Sounds good.
Yes, it does. And it's a pretty good beer overall. I mean, I've had it a couple times.
Now, we did the banana bread beer, and we did the double chocolate stout from the same company. And what we talked about, Tanya was talking about it, and the brew dude was talking about it, and I believe you mentioned it. They have chocolate taste, they have banana flavors, but it seems that their overall flavor is just beer.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a over, hey, the brew dude, we were getting worried, man.
No, I'm here.
Have you had this beer before?
I've never had it. Nope.
John, he's got to go first, don't he?
You gotta go first.
That's fine. I mean, I've had the Wells banana bread, but I haven't had this one.
Hey, now look at this. Look at this baked head. Look how thick. And that, that amber body, I guess you call it. No, that's not amber. That's like a rust red with the light shining through it.
Almost like mahogany type color.
Yeah, that's a good description, mahogany. Well, we were saying, the brew dude, we were saying that, Jose, we said that with the banana bread beer, we found that it had more of a beer flavor than a banana flavor. I mean, it was there, but really when you drank on it, it just had a good, enjoyable beer flavor.
Yeah, that's what I got as well with the banana. It was like there was banana right up front, like you mentioned in one of the videos. There was banana right up front, and I understood that it was a banana bread beer, but then it ended just like a nice, you know, ale or something.
And did you ever get to try the double chocolate stout?
The Young's double chocolate? Yeah.
Okay, so that's all from the same company. Now, we're all getting the same appearance, so you give us a rundown on the aroma and the taste.
Well, aroma, I get a little bit of definitely a little bit of sweetness right off the bat, almost butterscotch candy-like.
Yeah.
That kind of toffee. I don't get a specific beer aroma. If I closed my eyes and I smelled this, you know, I wouldn't think straight beer right now or an ale. So it's candy-like, sweet, warm almost. So that's what I'm really getting with the scent. Now with the taste, let's go ahead and taste this bad boy.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to look at this. Let's see, John. Okay. I'm just looking at John's message over there on Facebook. I'm going to look at the Wells Sticky Toffee Pudding web page. It says, two of the things Britain is renowned for across the globe are traditional ale and puddings. Well, I haven't had nearly enough traditional ale and puddings, I have to admit. The latest addition is this beer that we're drinking. Natural mineral water, choicest English ingredients, and it says darker malts create a truly distinctive ale. They do have caramel color added. And they said they use Fuggles and Goldings hops. So I'll turn it back over here. I just wanted to read some of the ingredients. Fuggles and Goldings hops, and just put that in your head, you know.
Yeah, what I like to do is when I do taste it, I mean, right off the bat, it's you're definitely getting you're not getting a biting type of carbonation. It's pretty mild type of carbonation that I'm getting with my bottle here. But almost like the banana bread beer is, it tastes like a beer with a just slight back end of almost kind of butterscotch toffee candy, but it's very mild. It's not something that's in your face to a point where the beer can get a little boring or annoying.
Yeah.
So I do get a beer flavor off the front. Mid-range, I'm getting a little bit of bitterness. It's probably coming from the Fuggles hops and all that stuff. Body, the feel of the body, I'm getting about that medium, just right there with that medium, a little bit maybe higher than medium. Slight slickness at the back end, and it ends nice and grainy and somewhat toffee-like. I can't say specific toffee because it's so mild, but it's almost like that caramel butterscotch candy, and it just lingers a little bit, you know, through the end of the actual beer. But overall, it tastes just like an ale. It tastes like a beer. It's almost like a robust amber, light brown kind of feel to it.
Well, that's very interesting, and I think that's a good description. And we only get around here the 330 milliliter bottles. Do you get? Did you get the 500 milliliter?
I get the 330 bottle. Just
Okay.
it only came in a 4-pack over here.
Yeah, because I've seen some photos of the bigger bottles. But
Like the banana bread one. Like the banana bread when they come with that
yeah,
that 20, what is it, 22 ounce, I think?
16.9 ounces.
Okay, the pint and a pint, yeah.
Pint and 0.9 ounces.
9 ounces.
I'm picking up that butterscotch aroma also. The aroma is really strong, and the candy. I don't think they use that term in England, butterscotch, but there's some other name they have for it, but that's what we call it, and it does smell like that. What do you think, John, in the aroma?
Well, I have to agree a lot on the aroma. I mean, you definitely get that butterscotch note in. It's big up front with that. You don't get a lot of. I don't smell the hops in it. I don't smell nothing like that. But just that good old sweet. And I don't know. I'm sure that the beer dude don't remember it, but remember those toffee fake candies that you used to get, Jay?
Toffee fake candies?
Toffee fake. It was a half round looking things. It was toffee with the chocolates in the center of them. You don't remember that, do you?
Well, no, but it reminds. I think of Werther's Originals, and I can think of these. There's some kind of candy that has the chocolate on the outside and like the caramel on the inside. I'm trying to think of what those are.
That's kind of like. I know what you're talking about, and it may not be a toffee fade, but it may be something else. But I know what. That's kind of what this beer smells like. Is that because it was toffee. It was a toffee bar type thing. But that's what you get. You get that great big butterscotch note in it. I think this is an enjoyable beer.
It is.
And
I agree.
Yeah, I'm tasting strong. Okay, let me say this for a minute. It's got some pretty noticeable roasted barley malt. Like
True.
They use that dark malt. The hops, it's not a hop head's delight. Okay, so for a hop bomb, you better look somewhere else. But they're there. There is some bitterness that balances out the sweetness, but there's that candy taste. There's the good English ale taste, which is sort of like it's like an earthiness or compost. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like whoever drank compost, you know. But like brown bread crust. I mean, this thing is bready, sweet, toffee. I think it would go so well with like buttermilk pancakes with some strawberry topping and some whipped cream. I mean, you say, what are you talking about? But I think it would go better with those kind of items than like salty potato chips and a hamburger. I just think
if you put this over vanilla ice cream, it'd be remarkable.
Yeah, but too malty. I found that was the case when and that video is still posted. I don't think too many people watched it, but I did a video where I took some good vanilla ice cream like Breyers, and I poured the Guinness double chocolate, what am I saying? Foreign extra stout. You know, the Guinness foreign extra stout. Yeah. It was good, but the malt from the ice cream and the malt from the Guinness foreign extra stout was too much. It was just like, it was making you like gag a little bit. But I mean, it did taste good. It was just too much like malt. But anyway, the body, yeah. What, you got any notes on the taste, John?
You know, I mean, it to me, this is one of those beers that it's one of the very few beers that it tastes like it smells. I mean, you get the butterscotch, I get the malts in it, and the taste of it. But I mean, overall, I mean, the ale complexity of this beer is good. I mean, I really enjoy it, and it's a sticky toffee pudding ale.
Yeah, it's a full body, but it's not a heavy body.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd put it maybe between a medium and a heavy. I wouldn't go real heavy on it.
Yeah.
And I want to add a little bit, like you mentioned earlier, Jay, that you can definitely taste the that roasted barley. It almost gives it that's almost the bitterness that you're getting primarily. You know, it's like burnt coffee grounds. It doesn't taste like that coffee, but that same bitterness that you'll get from burnt grain. I homebrew myself, so when I go out and get grain, I try the different grains, and there's chocolate malts, and then there's burnt crystal malts, and you bite them, you chew them, and you get and the more burnt, the more roasted, the more bitter that comes out in it. So that's what I'm getting right up the front. It's almost like, hey, check this out, and then it just levels out with that nice toffee kind of butterscotch aroma and taste, and it just almost like saying, hey, thank you for coming for the ride. Here, I'm gonna mellow you out of it. You know, just warm and comfortable. So it's a well-balanced beer for sure.
And this is probably one of those beers, if you really researched and got down into it pretty heavy, is that the malts that they probably use in this would not be the malt that you thought they would use in it, because, you know, it's definitely you can definitely taste those burnt type malts in it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's, like he said, it's what's giving you a lot of your aromas and taste. But I mean, to break it down, it would probably be pretty remarkable, and I might do that just to see what it is.
I'd like to find out. I think it has some acrid bitterness, like, you know how like if you have like a peach cobbler and like the edges of the cobbler are burnt a little bit.
Yeah.
But it doesn't fill your whole mouth with that burnt flavor, because you got most of the middle part of the cobbler, but you get that little burnt edge. It kind of tastes like that. To me, I don't think this was something that is probably too easy to brew. Like, to me, over there in England, where they're doing this in England, it must be kind of like complicated, and I don't think they're doing it too much. It's a limited beer. It comes out around the fall for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. I don't even think they sell it in Great Britain. And those people in England get so irritated. They tell me, they say, we don't understand what's going on. We live here 30 miles from the brewery, but we cannot get what you get in America. It doesn't make any sense. I say, I don't understand it either. I mean,
and you know, well, that's vice versa. They get what we can't get too, you know.
Yeah, well, look at St. Louis, and I'm not going to harp on this, but when I went to the brewery tour once in St. Louis, they had the Michelob Golden Draft Light. Not Michelob Light, not Michelob Ultra Light, Michelob Golden Draft Light. And the guy's like, oh yeah, we make it here at the brewery, but we don't sell it anywhere in Missouri. You can only get it if you go to Iowa or Minnesota. I was like, so I can drink it here, but I can't buy it anywhere in the state. He's like, no, we don't sell it in this state. It was like mind-boggling, you know. And it's such a good. It's like the best light beer Anheuser-Busch makes. But practically no one can get it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's just craziness in my view.
It is crazy. I mean, even what you know, the whole in Texas, you know, you can call something that's over 5.5% alcohol a beer. You know, it's like, I mean, like,
oh well, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, it's like, it's just, yeah, like if you brew it 30 miles, and I don't want to, you know, beat the dead horse on that. I know, Jay, we want to move forward, but it's like, if you brew it right here 30 miles from me, why can't I get it? You know, why can't I just buy it at the local store and enjoy it on the comforts of my own home? You know?
Yeah. Oh, John, I see you posted on Facebook a picture of this in the private chat. That Toffee. I never heard of that stuff.
Oh, really? That used to be real good.
That's a mystery to me. Yeah. Okay. One more thing on their webpage. This is what they're saying. Our trusted best pale ale malt. And over here they're saying, okay, down here they're saying they're using a secret blend of complex sugars and molasses. I believe that, but see, it's secret, so they're not going to tell you what the ingredients are. But so,
I wonder what the base beer for this is. I wonder if it's one of their regular beers, that they're not adding something extras to it.
I don't know. I want to ask you this question before I go on to something else real fast. Would you buy this again?
Oh yeah, I have numerous times. Yeah.
What about you, the Brew Dude?
I would as well. It's definitely a enjoyable and tolerable beer. You know, one big thing that I don't like about, you know, specific flavored or flavored added beers are that they're not tolerable in some cases. Sometimes they overdo it, and in this case, you're able to enjoy the added flavor for like toffee and or, you know, butterscotch, and still enjoy a beer. It's still a beer,
right?
Which is the key.
Well, but you know, and back on what you said, a lot of people comes out with these crazy beers off the top. And this is kind of a seasonal beer.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I think they hit the mark on this. They've done it right. They've done a good job, and their R&D on this beer was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee I've drank it every year for the last few years, and I enjoy it.
Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets me. Oh, and by the way, I bought that from a rival company, Green King. I bought the Apple Crumble Ale. I can't wait to try that.
I saw it.
I couldn't even find anything. Yeah, and I couldn't even find out anything about it on the internet. It's like, whoa, did Matherns get the only Apple Crumble Ale from Moreland Brewing in the world? Okay, here's the thing that bothers me about Wells and Young. Charles Well Brewing Company. Okay, we get the double chocolate stout. We like it. We get the banana bread beer. We like it. We get the sticky toffee pudding ale. We like it. But look, I'm looking at their website. Why are we not getting triple hopped IPA? Why are we not getting Young's London Stout? Why are we not getting Charlie Wells dry hop lager? You can barely get Bombardier.
What was the last one? The London what?
Stout.
I think we can get that here.
Young's London Stout.
Yeah.
With a top hat on it.
I think I seen that the other day down in Louisville.
I mean, a derby hat. Well, you can get it. Why are we not getting McEwen's Red, McEwen's Signature, McEwen's IPA, McEwen's Champion Award-winning Ale, Wells Eagle, John Courage Director's Superior Ale? Why are we not getting Young's London Gold, Young's Bitter, Young's Special, McEwen's Export, Hummingbird Beer, Bombardier Burning Gold? You see what I'm saying? Why are we not getting Waggle Dance, Take Courage Best Bitter? I mean, we would buy it. I'd buy it.
I'd buy it as well.
Because I think we can get that, dude, down here.
What, everything I was naming?
Dry, yeah.
Now I'm getting really nervous and disturbed. You got to look on that Charles Wells website, because if you can get it and I can't, I don't like that, because those great English beers, to me, they are dynamite. I don't want to just get your novelty items. I want to get your regular everyday beers that everybody over there is drinking all the time. Your best bitters. Your am I making sense, or am I just talking?
Oh yeah, no, I'm on the website right now, and I mean, it's amazing the selection, you know, and I only see the, you know, I can probably count it with one hand how many I see out here, and I want to try.
I would just be dying to try all that stuff.
I'm about to go back down to Louisville this weekend, and I think I can get that.
All the ones they're showing?
No, the London one.
The London Stout.
London Stout.
About to say, if you can get everything on that page, I might drive to Indiana or Louisville. I was just in Louisville recently, and I went to a liquor store, and they closed the door in my face 30 minutes before they were supposed to close.
Oh.
That's probably a good thing. You probably need to get out of that area.
No, I was just walking around alone at night on that street at 10 o'clock at night. Remember I told you that story? But, I mean, if your liquor store says closing at 11 and I get there at 10:30, I want to go into the store. But, oh, well, I didn't spend money there because they weren't open. But you know that area where I was. You know the hotel I was at, right? I mean,
yeah, I know exactly where he was at. That's probably why they closed, because it was getting time to freaking start shooting.
I'm walking around. Hey, but I did go onto the campus of University of Louisville, and I was watching these engineering students build this weird plane. They seem to be relaxed and having a good time. Anyway, I appreciate y'all joining me. I'm drinking this Miller High Life right now, which is about as opposite of what we just drank as you can get, but it's okay. I'm enjoying it.
It's good. I enjoy myself in Miller High Life, and you know that.
Yeah, and especially when I can get a 12-pack for $6.49. I did the Milwaukee's Best Ice, the new version. I did like it, but unfortunately, I think they made a terrible mistake jumping it to 6.9%. I thought it was just perfect at 5.9.
Yeah, 6.9, man. I mean, what do you drink? One, and you're like, wait a minute, you're double taking.
Oh, but I drank a whole quart, and I felt like I ate a beer. I felt like I'd eaten a beer, and I laid down to go to sleep, and of course I was knocked out the whole night. But I said, you know what? It's too many calories. It's too heavy. It's too, and you know what they said? Their internal documents said, well, we jumped the ABV up so that we can increase our sales and reclaim what we had years ago. You know, remember when Milwaukee's Best was a big deal? And I'm thinking to myself, that's not how you reclaim it. You reclaim it by actually having advertisements every now and then. Like, they used to have ads on TV for that beer, and then it just, John knows what I'm talking about. You might too. You might also know the voodoo. They used to sponsor the World Poker Tour. I mean, you have to advertise. But enough rant and rave with Ronald or Jay.
I can't get that ice house over here. I mean, well, I know we talked about it, but
I was on Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Yeah, the Milwaukee's Best Ice, the new one that you got. But I was out, even like I knew when we had talked about Ice House, we were talking about like the ice beers and I think the main ones I get around here are like, you know, Bud Ice and
yeah.
Hey Jay, I did pick up a real. You know how I am. I'm so fond about ice beers, but I did pick up Genesee's Ice in Indianapolis the other day.
Did you hate it or just hate it a little bit?
I haven't drank it yet. I'm gonna do a review on it.
Oh, and look, I want to clarify what I'm saying. I am not saying that the Milwaukee's Best Ice 6.9% tasted bad. It did not taste bad in any way. In fact, it tasted very good. It had no off flavors. I think they did a fantastic job with the flavor, okay, and the aroma. I'm saying it's too heavy. But then other people, but then a lot of my viewers disagreed. They were like, "What are you talking about? It's 6.9% alcohol. That's all that matters. You can get busted up on it and blah blah." I said, "Well, if that's what you're looking for, that's fine. You know, maybe it will hit the ball out the ballpark." But in my case, I'm not a drinker for, you know, I'm not an alcoholic, so those kind of things don't really appeal to me per se. So, I mean, but, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not a marketeer. I'm not I haven't done market research on it. They got people working for Molson Coors that know a lot more than I do, obviously. So
Hey, we better cut this short if we're gonna watch the game, bub.
I know it's 7 o'clock. The game starts in 10 minutes. Well, that's a pretty big World Series. 7 games. It'll be famous, I guess. Hopefully everybody at the game will behave, and the best team will win, and whoever wins, whatever city wins, all the people will behave and have a few drinks and shake hands and hug and not do anything stupid.
I'm sure if Chicago wins, they'll shoot the town up.
It's going to be a wild game, that's for sure.
He is saying that on my live show. Hey,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm heading to Chicago for Black Friday, so I probably should have said that.
oh man, you are giving us so much and too much info on this internet. Hey, well,
Yeah. Everybody knows where I'm going. So.
thanks, folks. I appreciate it, John and Jose. And next week, for good or ill, for better or worse, we're looking at Budweiser Black Crown, and it'll probably be the last time anybody ever makes a video about it, I'm afraid.
Could be one of those what I call legacy beers.
Legacy.
I have one in my fridge right now.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I picked it up a few days ago. Just like I said, I'm having a crazy construction work at my job right now, so I should be able to make it, but I have it ready right there.
Okay, great.
Great.
All right.
Cool. So I'll definitely be here next Thursday or next Wednesday. So
Oh, good. All right. Well, y'all take care, everybody.
okay. I got something to tell you here in a second.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going off air, and we're going to have some other conversations which may or may not be recorded. Okay. All right. Bye, folks.